Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
Alright, so I don't know who's the bigger fucking loser in this show, Hoeru or Fire Candle. I think Hoeru is probably a bigger loser, but it's probably a bigger loser by the end of the episode, right? I love how Fire Candle was talking mad shit to Koan, or what was it? Ring Hunter Gary Yujo, whatever the fuck his name is. What the is Garudo? That's not Garudo, right? It's what the fuck is Kuon? It is Garudo. Sure, it's once again, this is I am reading this like an English word, but it is a Japanese word. His name reads like Gary Udo, right? But his name is not Gary Udo, and I don't want to be calling him Gary Udo because it will just mess with my pronunciation of his name for the rest of the show. It's Garudo, right? So yeah, so we find out that I was gonna be. I'll let you know. I was expecting him to reveal right away that Kyo was Garudo, right? For the odds we knew who it was, but I was expecting him to reveal right away that that was going to be a case for Hoeru. I thought they were gonna keep this mystery for a few episodes. Oh boy, well, who could it be? Yeah, I thought they were gonna use that, have his brother just use him for a few episodes. Yeah, man, you should definitely. Hey man, you see those guys? You should definitely go shoot them. Just go beat the shit out of these right? I thought that was gonna be the bit for a few episodes. He gets played. He gets played with. Oh, they're break, man. They do it right away. No, I'm evil. Yeah, I'm evil right away. Yeah. And it turns out, hey, your brother died. He died on that day on, I don't know, 10 years ago or wherever the fuck the time frame exactly is, right? When they got separated on their number one world. And he was like, oh, well, and look, and once again, it is a case of nature versus nurture, right? Look, what if you could just lose your dream when you're separated on the other planet? What if you just be, I guess, indoctrinated by an evil organization? Right, and I guess that's what happened to Kuon, right, this entire time, So there you go. That's just the facts of life right there for you, right? So all right, hey, it is number one Sentai Gozyuger episode 8, right? I think this is like Angel or Devil or something. Is the name of this episode. Between right and wrong, the Ring Hunter. Right. So episode with fire. I mean, well, we see with the fact that Kyo just kidnaps this guy's body. Don't know what he's doing with his body, by the way. He just picks him up and then just walks off. I was like, okay, is there a context to this body, or he just was like, nope. He's like, I'm just gonna take this body. Hey, look, well, what I do with this unconscious body is my thing, all right? Don't ask me. Don't ask me what I'm gonna do with this guy's body, all right? That's not your concern. All right, bye. I don't know. I get he just really need the ring. He didn't need this guy. Need a Tyranno Ranger's body for any reason. Like he only needed the ring, right? Because we see in the flashback, right, when he defeated the other past Universal Warrior, right? They just he doesn't take their body. He just beats the shit. I mean, technically, we don't see what happens to those bodies. So he might have also taken those bodies, but I think it's just really weird. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna take this guy's body. Fuck off. I was like, okay, sure. Well, why not? All right, yeah, okay. All right, I guess that's what happened. But yeah, huh? Okay. So don't worry about it. But yeah, so we find out that, hey, look, apparently this guy's this ring hunter Garyudon has just been chilling this entire time, Hey, look, his design is sick, right? It's a really cool design. It's right. I enjoyed the design. I think the helmet takes a little bit to use because because the helmet is not centered, right? It's over, but every shot it makes it look like it's centered is really weird. So there are times where I think that it's his helmet design looks awkward in place, right? Right? But it's fine. The gun on his head might be a little stupid, overly designed. I didn't think he needed that gun on his head, right? Like that, just right, because it just messed with the symmetry of the design of the thing. So I was like, so it took me a little bit to actually get used to its design and to figure out where the fuck it actually was, right? But But it's good. He has a cool cape, you know. He keeps are cool, you know. Don't let what people say about capes, you know. Right there, he has a badass cape, you know. Right? Yeah. So then yes, Five Candle talks mad shit and he gets put in his place. You know, I think that's real funny. Immediately he gets put in his place, right? Everyone calls Hoiru a loser, right? He says, "Oh yeah, man, you're too much of an edgelord. Stay here at this building while we go off do our thing." You know, I think it's funny how they just leave him there. They're like, all right, that's it. Yeah, and this doesn't involve you anymore. Bye. You know, and then this mysterious new character. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to reveal Hoiru's brother like that right away, right? But yeah, it's Hoiru's long lost brother. You know, ooh, it's him. He's back. He's back. Hey, he's the president of an AI company now. I think that's what it is, right? I'm not really sure what his entire bit is, right? He just says, "Yeah, I'm a president of an AI company." Don't know what that means. I feel like AI is just used as a buzzword, right? They're like, I don't think they actually know what they're doing with AI. They just said, yeah, man, the kids love AI. All they do right now is talk about AI. You know, yeah, we might as well bring up the word AI here as well. Like, sure, why not? I guess you could say this guy's an AI president or whatever he is, right? Why not? You know, it doesn't really matter at this point. I don't think him being an AI president is gonna be ever relevant once again throughout the entire show or anything, right? Yeah. So that's just the A plot of the show. There's like a red. I guess it's not really a B plot, right? It's just that Fire Candle just talking mad shit. He's going to the real world. He's fighting. You know, he's fighting the other Gozyuger, right? This entire time, like he really wants to fight Goju Wolf. He has to prove he's not a fucking loser, even though he is a fucking loser. You know, he has to make himself seem cool to Mr. Knife and Mr. Shining Knife and Miss Sweet Cake. Right, he has to appear cool. You know, he can't keep looking lame in front of his bosses forever. You know, so he has to make himself look nice at everything. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, then we found out. Yeah, so like I said, I was really amazed that they did the review of Q-on as the brother, right? I mean, we know he's the brother. Like they made him reveal right of him being the ring hunter right away. I thought they were really gonna keep this bit up for a little bit, but nope. He tells also I like how the fact he just tells Hoiru he's a fucking loser. He's a fucking edgelord loser. It's like, yeah, man, you fucking suck. You're a really fucking. I don't know. I thought that was really funny, and I really enjoyed that bit. I don't know why, because it makes sense. Because Hoiru just has technically been acting like an edgelord this entire time throughout the show, right? He's just putting him in his place, right? He just really calls him out on what a fucking loser he is. Like, all right, you need to get over it, all right, bro. All right, look, our adopted parents or whatever, whoever, moved on, you know, right? You need to move on. You're still stuck into like this dumb little rut, you know, right? Yeah, man, can you, boy, you're still your stupid little edgelord phase, you know. You need to get over that, man. It's right. I just think it's so funny how you just spent like the next like 3-5 minutes just berating him, like calling him out on this, right? I think that's amazing, you know. Right, and then Homer still gets put in his place, right? So then he has to make himself look cool for his brother, so by fighting the rest of the Gozyuger, right? This entire bit, right? And then until then he fights Fire Candler, and Fire Candler whoop his ass, and like that's a real detriment, you know, right? Boy, imagine getting your ass beat by Fire Candle, you know, right? That's like the lamest. That's like, oh my god, if you lose to Fire Candle, yeah, of course I would consider killing myself, you know, right? That's pretty much what happens to him, right? After Fire Candle pretty much beats him in a battle, right? He's just like, I was like, oh well, damn, I got my ass beat by Fire Candle. I'm just gonna quit being a Gozyuger now. That's the end of my career, you know, right? Also, by the way, Garyudo can use his Sentai ring to summon past Sentai Ranger as a to fight. I think that's pretty cool. I like that. I enjoyed it. That gives him something unique, you know, right? Hey, look, hey, look. They did it with Bosco, and they were like, oh man, this is like the coolest thing we ever did. Let's just keep doing this, but with all like our recurring antagonistic character. You know, we'll make them all. We'll make them all Bosco. You know, right? Hey, look, how many times can we keep repeating the Bosco formula until it works? And it turns out they can. They can just keep repeating it. And that formula just works. It turns out, yeah. Like I'd be like, oh look, well, look, are they wrong? The Bosco formula works. I like the fact that he can also use them as weapons. Feels really weird. So I guess when you summon them as the Sentai Ranger, right? He only gets them as a they can only use their sword, or I mean use their gun, right? But he could turn them into like their arms, into like their weapons. So I guess that's how it works, you know. I'm not really sure what the real logic is on this, but there you go. So now you know that he can only whatever Sentai Ranger he summons, only gun. You know, that's the best he could get, right? If he wants it as a weapon, he has to shoot them in order to get it. But yeah, Haru gets his ass beat. He creates the Gozyuger, and like I said, well, the best part, like he stole his little edgelord rut, you know, right? Like everything his brother technically said to him is actually true, all the way up into this bit of him being a loser, right? Him being called out, you know. Right, but I just think, yeah. So Haru quits. He's like, all right, I'm done being a Gozyuger. I'm just gonna leave now. Bye. I don't know. By the way, the shot at the end when all the Rangers rest of the team like surround him and they do like this cool 360 shot at each one of them, says like their own personal life to him, is really cool, right, as well. But also I think it's funny that each one had to wait in turn for the other one to finish before they say their line. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, that's this week's episode. A good episode. Garyudo, pretty cool guy. I like the design. Design's cool. He has a cape. He does the spawn thing with his cape where he makes it. Where he does like it does a little cool. There's a few good action shots. There's a really good action shot with the cape, honestly, especially with his first transformation that he did, with the cape just suddenly flutter in the winds. You know, that was really cool. But all right, that's it for this week's episode of Gozyuger. Kate, thanks. Bye.